just before 7 o'clock in the morning. Sun's just up a little bit. Finished breakfast. Out doing my walk around on the RV for the morning. Also, I'm going to open up the engine cover back here, check all our fluids, do a walk around every day, check everything, make sure the motorcycle's not falling off. Trailer tires are up. But anyway, we're at the Walmart here in Edgewood, New Mexico, just a few miles east from Albuquerque. Now, our All Stays app, which I've mentioned many times before in our videos as we travel to find places that allow RVers and truckers. You can see there's a row of semi-trucks over on the other side of the lot. Haven't seen another RV here yet. We got in about 7 o'clock or so last night. But now I'm going to mention, we haven't seen many RVs on the road this trip either. I'm sure gas prices are keeping a lot of people home. They're just not on the road. Still lots of trucks, of course, but now at approximately, we gassed up yesterday morning at a Flying J for $4.95 a gallon. This thing holds 100 gallons. We ran, it took just about 90 gallons yesterday morning, as I recall. Pretty sizable bill. Now, bear in mind, this is our lodging, this is everything. We don't eat out often. We've got our kitchen, our bedroom, our bathroom with us, so as far as travel goes, it's still not totally unreasonable for us. Now, when we get to where my daughter lives, over in Arizona, we have reservations at a campground. We also have reservations campground up in Sturgis. We're going to be at Big Rig RV Park this year. They filled up Hog Heaven, which we really prefer to stay at. No offense to Big Rig Park, but Hog Heaven has more amenities. Okay, they've got a couple food stands we usually eat. They've got a little concert arena. They got a nice little bar down by their concert venue. We like it a lot, but we didn't, when I called in January, or whenever it was, I'm not even sure when I called. It might have been into February. They were already booked up. Big Rig Park, I checked yesterday, they still have RV spots available. Now, they're designed mainly for big rigs like we have. We're a 40-foot motorhome pulling a motorcycle trailer. They have 75-foot lots pull through. And as of yesterday, they still had quite an assortment of RV spots available. If any of you are planning on going to Sturgis and haven't gotten a reservation for a campground, it's a really nice big park, just sits up on a hill, overlooks Sturgis. Easy to get in and out of town, easy in and out of the back way to Main Street, so you don't have to do La Junction Avenue or Lozelle Avenue coming and going into town. It's got some definite advantages. When we're up there, we like to go to pancake breakfasts quite a bit, support the local churches who usually does it, or VFW, I think, is the place we really like to go. Miss Linda's a veteran. But anyway, this is our life right now. Travel's expensive, but it's only our second trip this year. Chances are it'll be our last if fuel prices stay high. We've been staying busy with the property down in Arkansas, remodeling the house, such as that. Now, I was going to mention, we did, I mentioned yesterday we had this in the park, or in the, excuse me, not the park, in the shop, actually for almost 2 months. 2 shops, actually, in Conway, Arkansas. And I'll mention them. G&W Diesel does our engine service work. They're actually G&W Diesel and Emergency Vehicle Services. They do a lot of fire truck and ambulance work for municipalities all over Arkansas. I've seen, they're always full of fire trucks, often have a lot of ambulances. They do pre-deliveries on them, they do repairs, but they also do motorhomes. I suppose they would do big trucks, but I've never seen one in there. There's another diesel repair facility pretty close, but they kind of specialize in emergency vehicles and motorhomes. we've had very good luck with them. And also we had to have our slide outs worked on, put a couple new topper awnings. Moix RV in Conway, Arkansas, M-O-I-X. And we stopped in there after our trip up to South Dakota last March. They were booking into June, so we went ahead and went to the property in Arkansas for a couple of months, took it in June, and in between Moix and G&W Diesel, I guess it wasn't quite 2 months, month and a half. And they shuttled it back and forth as one had to order parts, the other one would work on it. And that way they were able to get it into their schedules and get quite a bit of service work done to us. They put new toppers on the awnings on this side. They fixed our hydraulic hoses. The slide outs wouldn't go in and out, just dumping fluid on the ground. Then G&W serviced our engine, our generator. They also put in new batteries, which I didn't know were going bad, but they said as they were shuffling it around, they were having to jump start it. Found out the batteries, now they're just regular batteries. They're 8N, I believe is the series, huge batteries, but they're lead acid. Wish we had lithium or something. We do have about 900 watts of solar on the top there, but I guess when you leave it parked in the shop, you don't get enough solar to charge the batteries. So we did have them go ahead and put batteries in there while they were at it. So it's been good for the road. Now yesterday we had a little bit of trouble. We were getting kind of warm on the interstate cutting across Oklahoma, the panhandle of Texas and New Mexico. Pulling the longer hills once we hit into New Mexico, we had to stop a couple times, let it cool down, because once it reaches about 220, gets over boiling point, engine shuts down. It starts losing power. We just pull over the side, let it cool off a little bit. So we're up a little bit earlier this morning, going to drive in cooler weather. Seems to do fine as long as the road temperature. It was 111 degrees showing on the thermometer inside the coach yesterday. You get out on the blacktop, and there's quite a bit of new blacktop. It just soaks up the heat, and I don't know what the effective temperature was trying to cool that big diesel engine in there. So anyway, we're about to hit the road. Edgewood, New Mexico. A few miles, I'm going to say maybe 20, 30 miles east of Albuquerque. If you can see the trucks beyond the shrubbery over there, that's I-40. Far enough away you don't hear the highway noise at all. They've got a nice little landscaped parking lot here. Once the trees get a little bigger, I'm going to guess it's probably a fairly new Walmart, I don't know. But we also, I started to mention on the Allstays app that we use on our phone, it's a app you have to buy. It's specific to Walmarts across the country. You can put a destination in, it'll show Walmart locations and indicate whether or not they allow overnight RV parking or trucks or whatever. Now we see quite a few people towing various kinds of rigs. I think a lot of people must sleep in U-Haul trucks when they're traveling. But this was the only Walmart between anywhere near Albuquerque and clear over to Kingman, Arizona was the next Walmart that indicated they allow overnight parking. So as you travel, bear in mind, there are some campgrounds in the area, but again, all we do is pull over, sleep. We don't need a swimming pool, we don't need a shower house, we don't need hookups. It got nice enough last night. We had the windows open since a little after midnight. I got up, checked the temperature, it was 72 degrees. So I shut the generator off, turned the air conditioners off, and we let the fresh air in, which we like sleeping with the windows open anyway. So for now, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Be safe, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video. Probably tomorrow morning as we travel. Thanks for watching.